Hello my friends, and thank you for joining me today. It's lovely to have you with me. This is the card I have to share with you today. It's a Z fold card with a flap, and you can see the little flapper here, and you can see here how it makes the Z. And it's a very simple card. It's just a single Z as opposed to a double Z fold card. I have done a double Z fold, and it should be, I'll link to that at the end of this video. But it's just a very simple, very easy card design. This one uses melon mambo, and then the brown is pecan pie. I'm going to do a different colorway this time. We're going to be using Calypso Coral. So let's start off with our stamping so it can sit for a while. And the stamp set is this one called Biggest Wish, and we're going to be using the sentiment that says thanks. So I've got it set up on my block. I'm going to ink up in some lovely sweet sorbet, just making sure everything is nicely inked up. Now I should say I have the window open because it's really warm here where I'm filming, so I'm sorry if you can hear some of the noise from outside. I do apologise. It's mainly the birds more than anything else, but there we go. Thanks. Okay, so set that aside to dry, and we're going to work on the rest of our card now. So our card insert is going to be 14.35 centimeters by 10, and we actually need that stamp set back, but I've just gone and put away so cleverly. Sometimes I'm too eager to tidy up, and I'm just going to use these tiny little crosses, and we just need a small block for them, and some more sweet sorbet ink, and we're just going to just decorate our insert a little bit. It's not something I do very often, but it is a nice touch. Just like that. That will be fine. Just something. Definitely close this up. I can just see myself putting things into it by mistake. I don't want to be working my project full and then just ruin it by sticking it in an open ink pad. Don't ask me how I know that one. I had card club here recently, and we almost had that disaster here as well. So that will be our insert. Let's bring in our card base, and this is Calypso Coral. So it's a standard A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. And then to make our Z, we're going to take our front flap and just fold it back on itself to meet the hinge, the join here, the seam. So just keeping everything as straight and lined up as is possible for a human being, because that's what we are. We're not perfect. And then give it a good press down with our bone folder, and that will make our Z fold just like that. So now we can stick our piece of basic white on the inside. Make sure I have it the right way around. And you can see when you have your Z fold that you'll still be able to see your little bit of stamping there. Now I have some panels here of basic white cardstock, and all these measurements will be on the blog post on my website, so don't worry about that. You can find the link to that in the description box below. Then I've got here some of our lovely designer series paper, also sweet sorbet, and I'm going to use the dotties because I like them. The designer series paper we used before in the pecan pie, this was Glorious Gingham, and this is just the normal sweet sorbet from the family stack, as I call them. So we're going to stick that down to our pieces of white, so we're going to do that for all of them now. Okay, so we've got all our panels stuck down like that. Now we're going to stick them down to our card, just here in our card. So let's put all 4 of those in quickly. Okay, so we've got our little panel done, as you can see. Everything is stuck down. So we're going to set that aside and we're going to work on our sentiment now. So it should be dry, and I'm just getting rid of some of the glue that's on my adhesive, that's on my mat. It just rubs off, so don't worry about that. You can just rub it off if you get it there, which is very useful. And we're just going to cut out our sentiment my normal way, which is just with my trimmer. And I don't measure anything, I just go for it. As you can tell, I think I need a little bit more off the top there. Yeah, that's fine. And a little bit more off here. Yeah, perfecto. Okay, you can see I've used bits of scraps to do this, so waste not, want not. Now I've got a scrap here of sweet sorbet cardstock, and we're going to stick this down to that. So let's get that done, and then I'm just going to use my scissors. You could use your trimmer. I've done this with my scissors so many times that I actually find it easier than doing with my trimmer. And there we have our piece to go on the front here. And now we only want to stick adhesive to half of this. I think my adhesive is at the end of its life, needs a refill. Sorry, everything's a bit cattywampus. And we're going to just stick this down, something like that. I'm going to check I've got no adhesive hanging over. I don't. And there's our Z-fold card. There are some finishing touches. On the previous card here, I used these. These are Neutrals adhesive back sequins. I use these dark brown, sort of bronze coloured. This time I think I'm going to use some of our in colour pearls. Let's see. I'm going to look for my little pokey tool. I'm going to do it differently because I've got a different pattern. I have one there, and one more somewhere else, maybe up there, on a bit of a diagonal. So there we have our 2 cards. We have Calypso, Sweet Sorbet, and then Melon Mambo and Pecan Pie. You can tell me which you prefer. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. All the information is on my blog post, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.